Hey guys, it's Sienna. Welcome back to my makeup channel. Today I will be doing a little sunrise look. I normally do this look not in the summertime, but more like wintertime. I feel like summer colors in the winter just kind of make it a little bit more special. So today, to start off with my look, I will be using my Wet n Wild matte foundation. To start off, I just kind of use a little boop, boop, and boop. I don't boop a lot just because you don't really need a lot, especially with matte. It's kind of just easier to use like a little bit because at least you can spread it throughout. I will be using my Beauty Blender sponge. Clearly I've not washed it yet. I used it this morning. I completely forgot to wash it. I was kind of like, yeah, it's fine. It is wet right now, so that way it's like extra squishy and it helps with the matte foundation just to blend it through. I don't normally do like a heavy blend, and like when I am blending it on my eye, I don't go heavy on it. Like I don't go heavy with like the blotting, just so that way I don't mess with my contacts as well as I don't hurt my eye because I have done that plenty of times before. Okay. So now that I am done blending both sides, I'm going to use my Profusion palette right here and use the Warm Sculpt to put a base eyeshadow on. I know a lot of people use like primers and stuff like that. I don't, just because I don't really feel like I need it that often. I feel like if I'm doing like a more detailed makeup style, I would, but for right now, just on simpler looks, I use just like the bare minimum. So I have my lovely blending brush here. I'm going to apply my base foundation. I use this one just because it matches my skin the most. When I am putting the base on my brow ridge, I like to just wipe it, I guess, or like slide it, just because my brows are not that sharp and I like them that way. Everybody has their different preferences for their brows. Me personally, I just don't really care for the sharp brow look on my facial features. Some of the ladies who I've seen who does makeup, their eyebrows are so sharp and it is so gorgeous for their facial features. It's like, wow, yes, queen, get your shit. You're fucking gorgeous. Um, just had to add that little part in there. Just have to shout out to all my queens. A lot of my friends who I'm so lucky to have supporting me through this little journey, they have really lovely eyebrow features for their face, and they're not sharp, but they're not like as dull as mine. Like clearly, you can see mine are pretty dull. Like I was saying, I absolutely adore their eyebrows. Um, so I just finished up with the foundation of my look. So like the base. Now I'm going to use my white liquid foundation, the Fit Me brand from Maybelline. I use the white just because it does help the colors pop a lot more. Um, for this one, I don't do like a lot. I just do a little bit, a little boop, and a little boop. a little bit more. There we go. Now I'm going to use my other blender. This one I use solely for the white foundation, just because I like the way the brush tip is. It does help kind of get it more spread out. And I don't spread it out all the way down. I kind of just right here and then go up, and for the most part I don't do a like sharp crease for my or where my eyeliner is going to be, where the wing is at, just because I like to freestyle the wing a lot, and so this kind of just helps freestyle it. And then as you can see, I'm not fully going down just because I will be adding extra colors for this look, and I don't like to have foundation right there. I like to add on a second layer and or third if I need it, just to I feel like it just adds layers and like helps blend a little bit better. So I'm just going to boop it right here, really getting that crease right there. As you can see, when I close my eye, I kind of get into the creases up here because when I open my eye, boom, crease. Um, and then, like I said, I kind of just stop it right here. I'm just adding a little bit more foundation right there, spreading it out because I don't like it too thick. I also wet this brush too when I'm applying this foundation, just because it helps when I put eyeshadow on that it doesn't feel too blocky. And so now I've applied foundation to both my eyes. As you can see, I actually want to push this one down a little bit more. I did stop before I reached the very end of my eye over here. Now I'm going to add my first color. I'm going to start with my big book of colors. I'm going to be using this yellow color right here. Raw. The name of the color is Raw. Um, just for that little sunrise look, gotta have the yellow in there, you know. So to start off, I start more with like the edge where my eyeliners be, just because I do like having that little smoky effect on my brow ridge and my crease. I don't go fully inside down here. Still a personal choice, you know. Everybody does it differently. Everybody's got their little sets. I do like that this yellow isn't too yellow, because I have had yellows that were just as if like yellow paint threw up on my eyelids, and I was not very appreciative of it. I do like to just brush it down in here. I know I didn't add any foundation right there, and I just kind of like the way it looks. It's not too dark, but not too light. As you can tell, like it looks like it's fading down here compared to up here where you can really see the yellow. I think it gives a little bit of flair. I like it. I'm just blending it in up top a little bit more. As you can see, I wish I had better lighting, but that's not going to be coming in for a little bit because I ordered my thing from Amazon. But, just going to go back, recrease it over here, just because when I look, you can see that my crease ends right here, so I kind of try to end it where my crease ends. And when you push down, you can kind of see, like not too hard of a push, but just enough where you can see it where it ends. So I like to blend where that's at, and of course blending it up just a little bit, not too high in there. Because the way my eye is creased, I just don't really care to blend it like into that eyebrow ridge. When I do care about blending it down here. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit more yellow down here. And not blend it as much. I'm gonna leave this kind of darker, but I will blend it up more here. Um, and like I said, I'm not really gonna blend it over here. I'm just going to kind of leave this the way it is because I'm going to be blending in an orange next, and I just kind of like to leave it kind of open. So as you can see, I blended the yellow in on both eyes. I did put a lot more up here, so when I do that, I like to just grab my original base color and then just kind of go over it. Just to hide the yellow a little bit, not too much. I personally like when I do that because everybody's facial features is different. Some people can blend it up without actually hitting their eyebrow ridge. I do hit my eyebrow ridge when I go up there, so I like to just blend the base color on top of that without adding extra foundation, just because I don't want it to look like I kept going back over it. But now for my next color, I'm going to do the white foundation again. I'm just going to dab it on a little bit, just a little boop, and another little boop. I said a boop a little bit too late, but that's perfectly fine because you can boop whenever hell you want to boop. Um, so now I'm going to blend this part a little bit more. As you can see, I did get some foundation up there, but that's fine. Yes. So I'm just going to boop it. I'm still not going to go into that crease just because I'm not ready for that color yet, but I am going to boop it over here. I'm not going to fully wipe it because I'm not going fully down with it. So I'm not used to closing my eye for this one. So as you can see, I got the little boop going. Got a little boop in action on this eye. I don't, like I said, I don't kind of swipe it. Like I don't just go down. I do like to do the boot because it is like a little bit, as you can see, a little bit better with like the coverage on it. So you can see the difference on my hand. So I do just kind of boop. So now that I'm finished booping on both sides, you can see that I covered it a little bit with the yellow. I'm just gonna go up there a little bit more. It's perfectly fine. You can't really tell because it's like right on my crease, so I don't really care too much, but I'm also just gonna go with the base color, kind of hide it a little bit more. There we go. And now it is time for my second color. So back to the big book of colors. I know it's not a book, but it's my version of a book, and that's what matters. Now I'm going to add papaya, this nice little orange. I was thinking about doing aftermath, but I do like papaya more because it kind of is more of an orange base. As you can see, out of all the colors, this one is more like a sunsetty orange versus the other one that I was going to use. I'm going to go to my crystal brushes. I love these brushes. They're just really cute, really light. This one's more of a firmer brush. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm just going to kind of take a little makeup remover wipe and just kind of, this is a dirty one, but there's some clean parts of it. I'm just going to go over it like that. I normally don't wet my brushes when I'm using eyeshadow, but I'm doing it this time just to see if it doesn't pick up as much. Then I'm going to switch brushes, but as you can see, it picked up a pretty good amount. So what I'm gonna do is just, not gonna wipe it, not gonna swipe it, I guess. I'm just gonna boop it. As you can see, we're a big, huge fan of booping in this place. So just gonna boop it around on here. We're not gonna boop too heavy on the eyelids because we don't want to hurt the eyes. I'm just going to keep booping. You can clearly see where I put the foundation at, but always got solutions in this place. I am going to switch my brush though to one that's just a little bit lighter. So this one that I have, it's from Morphe. I'm going to switch it to this one and just boop it on there. And you see, kind of just get like a better blend with it. I'm just gonna keep booping. Not too hot after the boop, but a nice little boop. And then here at the very base, where I am putting my eyeliner at, I do like to swipe it just on the very edge because I feel like it gives it a little bit nicer the blend. Gonna boop it down this way. There you go. And then really quickly, while I'm still putting on the second one, I'm gonna go back over with my yellow. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Just gonna boop it right here and really kind of like blend it in right here. I'm not gonna blend it in on the top yet just because there is gonna be one more layer of colors. So I'm just gonna blend it here just to make sure that the yellow is being seen. Normally I don't do a light color as a base. Normally I do like a dark color as a base. I'm just doing a light color today because I like this kind of color scheme with it. I don't like having a lot of orange as a base. I just feel like it kind of is a little bit too orange. So I like to have it just kind of like as a second. Not for every look, just for this look. I just wanted it as a little base. I'm just going to go over it one more time. And as you can see, the way that that orange kind of blends with the yellow just by layering it without having to put like a bunch of foundation on. Just gonna go over it. And then we're gonna go with the yellow one more time. And yes, when I do my eyeshadow, normally I do one at a time, just so that way when I finish this one and then look at this one, I can just kind of go back and forth with it. I just kind of really like having that little setup for how I want to do it for the other eye. I am left-handed dominant, as I have put it out there before. I So I always tend to do my left eye first and then try for my right eye and see like what I can do. My left eye normally tends to have more color and a little less blending. I am working on that. It's just a little bit harder because I am not right-handed dominant, so it just kind of makes it a little bit more difficult for me. And like I said, just gonna go on that eyebrow ridge and just kind of do that. But when I do put my eyeliner on, you'll see how this kind of just get covered. It looks really nice. It looks really natural, like a nice little sunrise. But yeah, now I'm gonna do my other eye. So give me just a quick second. So as you can see, I did the same type of technique. Um, I really like having the yellow right on my creases and then having like, I guess my under eyelid has like that nice little orange, but it blends out. Same on this side. Kind of blends out. I do have to put a little bit more so I can really have it blended out. So I'm just gonna lightly boop. And yes, I will be saying boop like forever. I love saying boop. And now time for my third color. So I'm gonna go back to my white foundation and we're gonna do an even smaller boop. And I did put this on a little bit higher. I'll fix that in a second. Um, so now I'm just going to actually go in and blend it down a little bit and contact it. And then for this one, I am going to blend it right here as well, just because it is going to be blending into the yellow on top. And now, as you can see, it's blended. Well, the foundation is put on there and blended. I am going to use this color right here. It's called Brick. It's a nice little red. I am going to use one of my smaller brushes, so I'm going to be using this one. Nice soft tip again. Of course, my crystal purple brushes. For this one, I'm just going to go on the inside and I'm going to lightly put it down. I'm not going to put like a heavy amount just because it is in the very corner of my eye. And then for this part, the blending of the yellow, I'm going to use my right hand just because it is easier that way. And as you can see, I'm blending it here with the yellow. I'm gonna put some right here as well. Just gonna kind of make it, there we go. And I did go in further a little bit. a little bit more. Or we can get like a little thicker red. See, it goes nicely with the orange. I am going to do the orange one more time over it. Going to do a little, gotta really tilt your head for this part. And then make sure the brush is tilted to the side. And the reason, so we're just going to tilt the head to the side a little bit, and for that reason, we're just going to go a little bit out. Sorry, I'm whispering. My contact moved again. We're just going to blend it a little bit down, and then bring it back up, so that way you can have like the red doing a little point. And then I'm going to go on the inside of my eye, right here. Actually, I'm going to grab a smaller brush so I can do this properly. Yeah. So I have a thinner brush, and I'm just going to go to my head, and then right here. And really take it down, put it on that crease. Bring that yellow up, and then go back with the red. And I'm not too worried about the yellow on top right here. Reason being is because I'm going to fix it in just a quick second. I just want to make sure that the yellow is like really on the corner. I'll go back with the red again and just kind of. And now for the corner part, we're going to go back with the base brush. And I'm just going to clean it up. And some down here. Okay. And then one more time with the yellow, the smaller yellow. Boom. That part is done. Now I'm going to do it to my other eye. There we go. This is my little sunrise look. And now it's my favorite time to put on my eyeliner. I did clean up the look a little bit, so as you can see I blended it more on both eyes. And now we're going to just mascara it up. I don't ever put anything on the bottom of my eyelashes. I know a lot of people like doing that. I personally just kind of don't, just because I feel like my bottom lashes are a little bit too small. So I try not to. But as you can see, the mascara makes a huge difference on my top lashes. Also, mascara I'm using is the same one as my last video that I used. I pretty much use basically like the same exact palette almost every single time unless I want a specific look. I have certain palettes that just have like a little bit more unique colors that I like to use occasionally, so occasionally I'll use those instead of like my Profusion. Well, actually, no. I always use my Profusion for my base just because I feel like it looks nice. I like that base color. It looks so like me. Now it is time. Oh, almost lost my eyeliner. My LA Colors eyeliner. Like I said, I start from the middle and work my way out. I don't like to use too much eyeliner at once. I really just kind of I grab it and then I just kind of wipe off a little bit so that way just in case I mess up I can fix it a little bit easier. So I know it is messy, but that's okay because I'm going to do my other eye and then I'll do my wings. Alright, so as you can see, I did both eyes. Now it's time to do my actual wing. So that one I do kind of glob on, gloop on, something with a G. For my wings, I just start right here at the very, very corner. And as you can see, I just kind of fill it in. And I will fix it in just a second. I'm just going to do my other eye quickly, and then I'll fix it. And now, while I fix it, just take a big gloop, and then literally, I just Just gonna do that. And then, as you can see, there's still some yellow at the bottom. I'm just gonna go and take a makeup wipe and just clean up the bottom. Alright, so now I finished it. I added a little bit more. I added a little sparkle at the very brow of my, the very edge of my brows, cleaned up my eyeliner, and this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully it was very informative. Please like it, subscribe if you'd like to, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and you guys are all amazing. Thank you.